Financial clarity begins with awareness, and the best way to achieve that is by auditing your own spending. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or earning a comfortable income, money can disappear fast when you're not paying attention. Regularly auditing your spending habits helps you identify leaks, eliminate unnecessary expenses, and refocus your finances on what truly matters. With a personal audit, you're not just tracking where your money goes, you're actively taking control of your financial future. The process isn't just for accountants or business owners. It's for anyone who wants to build savings, crush debt, and live more intentionally. This video walks you through the top 10 most effective ways to audit your personal spending, each with clear steps and actionable tips to help you clean up your money habits and get back on track. 1. Review your bank and credit card statements monthly. The first step in auditing your spending is to review your bank and credit card statements line by line each month. Don't just glance, scrutinize every transaction. Look for unfamiliar charges, recurring subscriptions you forgot about, and purchases that don't align with your goals. Highlight or flag anything questionable or unnecessary. This practice not only helps you catch fraudulent activity early but also trains your brain to recognize patterns and triggers in your spending. A simple highlighter and printed statement can be surprisingly effective, or you can use digital tools that auto-categorize your expenses. Over time, you'll start to notice the difference between essential spending and mindless spending. 2. Categorize your expenses to spot trends. Once you've reviewed your statements, organize each expense into categories like housing, food, transportation, entertainment, personal care, and savings. You can do this using a spreadsheet, a budgeting app like YNAB, Mint, or a paper journal. The goal is to make your spending habits visible. For instance, if you find you're spending $400 a month eating out while your grocery budget is neglected, you have a clear area for improvement. Categorization also helps you compare your spending against recommended budgeting ratios, such as the 50-30-20 rule, needs, wants, savings. Identifying where the bulk of your income goes reveals your financial priorities, and whether they're aligned with your values. 3. Track daily spending for 30 days. Tracking every single expense for 30 consecutive days, even those $2 coffees, will change the way you view money. This level of detail gives you a ground-level view of how your money flows. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or even a physical notebook to record every purchase in real time. It may seem tedious at first, but this exercise builds powerful awareness. Most people are shocked at how much they spend on little things that add up fast. After 30 days, evaluate your findings. What surprised you? What would you do differently? This habit forms the foundation for lifelong financial mindfulness. 4. Compare income versus expenses monthly. It's not enough to know what you're spending, you need to compare it to what you're earning. Create a simple income versus expense report each month. List your sources of income on one side and all your categorized expenses on the other. Subtract expenses from income to see if you're operating at a surplus or deficit. If you're consistently spending more than you earn, it's a red flag that needs immediate attention. On the other hand, a surplus means you have room to save or invest. This exercise helps you stay grounded in reality and creates accountability for how you use your resources. 5. Use budgeting tools to automate the audit process. There are dozens of tools designed to simplify the spending audit process. Apps like Mint, PocketGuard, Monarch Money, and GoodBudget sync with your accounts and automatically track, categorize, and report your spending. Many even alert you when you're approaching limits or when unusual activity occurs. These tools are especially useful for busy people who don't want to do everything manually. While automation is convenient, it's still important to review the data regularly. Don't just glance at dashboards, use the insights to make better decisions. Think of these apps as assistants. They help gather the data, but you're still the CFO of your own life. 6. Identify and cancel unused subscriptions. Subscriptions are one of the most overlooked budget drainers. They often operate in the background, charging your account month after month for services you no longer use or need. During your audit, make a point to list every recurring subscription, streaming services, mobile apps, digital tools, gym memberships, etc. Then evaluate each one. When did you last use it? Does it still provide value? Could you replace it with a free or cheaper option? Use apps like Rocket Money, formerly Truebill, or Trim to help identify and cancel subscriptions quickly. Canceling just a few can free up hundreds of dollars a year. 7. Look for emotional spending patterns. Spending isn't just a financial activity, it's a psychological one. Part of auditing your spending involves examining your emotional triggers. Do you shop online when you're bored or stressed? Do you eat out when you're too tired to cook? Do you justify big purchases as rewards after a bad day? Write down how you felt when making certain purchases, especially those you regret later. Recognizing emotional spending patterns allows you to build better habits, like budgeting for small indulgences or finding healthier coping mechanisms. Overcoming emotional spending is key to making intentional, value-aligned financial choices. 8. Audit your cash leak categories. Everyone has at least one category where money seems to disappear, what we call cash leaks. These might include coffee shop visits, rideshare apps, food delivery, or ATM withdrawals. During your audit, isolate these frequent low-dollar expenses and calculate how much they cost you monthly and annually. A $6 daily latte adds up to over $2,000 a year. Once identified, set limits or replace habits with alternatives. Could you make coffee at home? Walk or bike more often? Meal prep instead of ordering out? Plugging these leaks can significantly boost your savings without sacrificing your lifestyle. 9. Evaluate your debt payments and interest costs. Debt is one of the largest ongoing expenses for many people, and it often gets lost in the shuffle of everyday transactions. As part of your audit, list all your debts: credit cards, personal loans, car loans, student loans, and mortgages. Note the balances, interest rates, and minimum monthly payments. Next, calculate how much you're paying in interest alone each year. It may shock you. Then evaluate whether you can refinance, consolidate, or accelerate payments to save money in the long run. The goal is not just to manage debt, but to eliminate it strategically and reclaim more of your income. 10. Create a spending report and action plan. After gathering all your spending data, the final step is to create a spending report and outline an action plan. Summarize your findings: total income, total expenses, savings rate, biggest spending categories, emotional triggers, and recurring charges. Then set 3 to 5 specific action items. These might include canceling 2 subscriptions, setting a weekly grocery budget, using cash envelopes, or starting a no-spend challenge. Keep your plan simple and focused. Revisit it monthly to adjust and improve. A good spending audit isn't just a one-time project, it's a roadmap to financial empowerment and long-term growth. Auditing your spending is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward financial wellness. It uncovers habits, leaks, and behaviors that are easy to ignore but costly over time. Through careful review of your bank statements, categorization of expenses, mindful tracking, and emotional awareness, you gain the clarity needed to make smarter financial choices. You don't need a finance degree or fancy tools, just a commitment to pay attention. The insights from a thorough audit can lead to real savings, reduced stress, and improved confidence in managing your money. Whether you're climbing out of debt, saving for a goal, or simply trying to be more intentional, a personal spending audit is the perfect place to start. Don't wait for a crisis to take control. Start your audit today and build the future you deserve.